So now, anybody have any questions?
As far as what do you guys say about the music industry? And as far as like the whole music thing, as far as the industry, as far as the culture.
Yes.
As far as the culture.
Now, my brother, you asked a great question.
That's what I want to know.
You still not gonna tell me your name yet?
Yeah, we'll talk. We're gonna link up.
So now, he said, "What do I think about the music?" Me and Ashley was talking about the music earlier. You have what? You have the Rick Rosses. You have the Pooh Shiesties, you have the 504ins. I know Ashley knows what I'm talking about. Ashley, you know what I'm talking about. You know who 504in is. 504in, you got the Pooh Shiesties, you got Rick Ross, you got Pop Smoke, right? You got Nipsey Hussle. Those who live that lifestyle.
Okay.
A lot of them get killed. Okay. Right? A lot of them get killed, right? Why? Because that music is terrible for our communities. Listen up. I'm answering your question. Read.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15, verse 33. Be not deceived.
Be not deceived. Do not be deceived by do not be deceived by the music that's being spread through our communities. That talks about sexing our sisters and leaving them pregnant. That talks about drugging our sisters and roofing them. Right? That talks about drugs, doing lean, doing Molly, selling weed, selling coke, moving O's, moving blocks, right? Moving drugs. Moving guns. What did you say? Robbing people. Do not be deceived by that music. Why? Read. Why?
Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners.
Evil communications corrupt good manners. That music is corrupting our children. It's corrupting their minds. It's corrupting their how they're growing, their mindset, their mental state. When you grow up and all you hear is talking about shooting, all you hear is talking about killing.
They grow up and they want to do that.
Absolutely. What is Amos? Give me Amos 5. He says, I despise your songs. Is that Amos 5, 22? The God talks about those songs, the songs of today. He hates this music because it's destroying our communities. It's destroying our children. It's destroying our young men. It's destroying our young women. Read that. Say it again. No, you cannot listen to that.
No, you can't.
Verse 23.
Amos chapter 5 verse 23.
Read that.
Take thou away from
my brother. Hey, listen up.
Verse 23.
This is what God has to say about the music of today.
Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs.
Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs. This music today is just noise to him. It's just sound. It's like it's nonsense. Because it's not uplifting our people. It's not building our people up. It's destroying our communities. Right? When you're talking about having sex with our sisters, when you're talking about robbing people, talking about aborting kids, talking about wet ass, you know what? When that's the topic of the conversation, the topic of your songs, the Most High hates that music. You understand? So now, because the Spirit is showing something now, must actually come forward. No, it's not. Now, Ashley, I thought you. So now you don't know you're not supposed to burn soul on the Sabbath. That's fine. Give me Exodus 20. So before I go into John 3:16, before we can know about other doctrines and other things like that, other topics, we have to know how to keep God's laws, the foundations. The Sabbath day is a foundational law in being an Israelite.
So we have to keep the Sabbath.
Absolutely. Give me Exodus 20. Give me Genesis 2 and 1. Because God kept the Sabbath first and foremost.
Right.
Read that.
Genesis chapter 2 and verse 1.
We're just following his example. Read.
Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the hosts of them. And on the seventh day, God ended his work, which he had made. And he rested on the seventh day.
And Ashley, you listening?
Got a real demonic spirit on him.
Ashley, you listening?
I'm trying to.
Stay calm. Stay calm.
That's why they
God rested on the Sabbath day, on the seventh day, which is the Sabbath day. Bobby, you hearing that?
Yeah, but I thought that means you don't work, you
fake.
just rest.
You don't work and you don't buy or sell. We're gonna get into it.
You don't buy or sell.
We don't buy or sell. Get me
So can you
Exodus
fast
20.
on the Sabbath?
Absolutely.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 8.
Read that.
Remember the Sabbath day.
My brother, listen up. What are we going over? Michael, Bobby, Ashley, we're going over the Sabbath day and how to keep it. Read.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor.
Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor. Read.
I can get killed.
And do all thy
y'all was
work.
here.
So 6 days shalt thou labor.
You know what I mean?
So that's what?
And I
Sunday,
stop right
Monday,
here.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Do all your labor. Do all your
What?
work. Do all your cooking on those 6 days.
stop right
But the
here.
7th day is a day of rest. Let me finish the scripture.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work. Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy maidservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gate.
So Ashley, Michael, Bobby, my brother, what's your name?
I'm like that.
Say it again. Frank? Frank, what are we going over? How to keep the Sabbath. How to keep the Sabbath day. On the Sabbath day, there's no working. On the Sabbath day, there's no cooking.
These niggas don't give a fuck about
This is
it.
the King James, look up the King James Version, Cambridge.
tell me I walk-
The Cambridge
you tell
King
me I
James
walk
Version
through?
Bible. Nehemiah 10,
I'm from
31.
Queens.
Nehemiah chapter 10 verse 31.
Ashley, what's it going to know? Buying or selling on the Sabbath? Read.
Don't give a
And if the people of the land bring
was
ware
only
or
done.
any victuals,
My brother, let her listen up.
I'm not sitting on anything that we say.
Oh,
They don't give a
KJV,
fuck about me.
King James Version.
No, that was different.
Yeah, right now, King James Version. Read that.
Nehemiah chapter 10 verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell.
Any victuals, right? Any victuals, that's what you see right here. Your sunglasses, that's your purse, your ices, your flowers, whatever. Any goods, victuals is goods. On the what?
On the Sabbath day to sell.
To what?
To sell.
Read.
That we would not buy it of them.
That we would what?
That we would not buy it of them.
Ashley. So we're not supposed to buy or sell anything on the Sabbath day. You understand? Now what's your question? Okay. Now, you say you don't consider yourself a Christian. In terms of Christianity, you shouldn't. That's good. So now what's the question?
Our ancestors practiced
Born bronze.
equality, humanity, all this other stuff they do.
Absolutely. I agree. So now what's the question?
Is it wrong to go to church or no?
To go to the Christian church?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
So you telling me by me going, I'm sinning?
Yes.
No, that's not right.
Exodus 20.
Yeah.
Let me finish. Exodus 20. Let me show you why it's a sin. Read that.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee, and verse 3. Thou shalt.
Ashley, you listening? Read that.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Which commandment is that? That's the very first commandment.
There is no God I put before God.
No,
I don't
but-
put the church above him.
That's what I'm saying. Hold on, Ashley. The Church of Christianity. Who is the God of that church? Is it him? Who is the God of that church?
They got him as
Is
No,
who?
they don't got him
Is
up
it,
there.
they don't have him up there, but they follow his ways. They follow his laws. Are they keeping the Sabbath day? Do the women in there dress modestly?
Yeah, they wear their dresses.
Do they not buy and sell on the Sabbath day?
Well, I don't even think they respect the Sabbath.
Exactly.
They collect the money on that day.
They're collecting tithes. Do you know tithes are not even supposed to be collected anymore? Do you know what tithes are? We know tithes were in the Old Testament. There were crops, there were food. Let me prove that. Give me Deuteronomy 14.
Another thing like that.
Tithes was not money. Tithes was never money. Never. Never.
I mean, I felt that. A lot of people collecting money for they.
Give me verse 14. Give me that. Deuteronomy 14,
That's how their
22.
revenue was getting
Ashley, Michael, Bobby, we're going to talk about tithes real quick. Because the Church of Christianity, what? That is an idol. That is an idol. It's a false god that was formed what? Under this guy right here. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 14 verse 22.
Let's see if we still have the collection plates going by collecting tithes. And let's see if it's even money. Let's see what it is.
Thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seed.
What?
Thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seed.
All the increase of thy seed. What is seed? Food. Crops. Crops. Let's see. Let's keep reading. Let's get you right. There's another meaning. Let's keep reading.
All the increase of thy seed, that the field,
No, that the womb.
that the field,
That's your sperm.
that the field
That's not talking about children. That's talking about food. That the field.
bringeth forth year by year.
And let's say it didn't say food yet. It just said seed and it said field. Let's see. Keep reading. Verse 23.
And thou shalt eat before the Lord thy.
And thou shalt what?
Thou shalt eat.
Last time I checked, are you eating some quarters? You eating a $1 bill? So you know eat is talking about food, but it's going to explain itself further.
And thou shalt eat before the Lord thy God in the
Get out.
place which he shall choose to place his name there. The tithe of thy corn.
Of thy what?
Of thy corn.
Of thy Benjamin.
Of thy corn.
Of your Jackson.
Of thy corn.
Read.
Of thy wine. And of thine oil.
And what?
And the firstlings of thy herds. Of thy flocks.
Of thy flocks, thy herds, thy wine, thy coin, thy oil. No, you're not supposed to eat pork. Right? So, no, I know. So do you understand? Everybody understand tithing was food. Tithing was never money. Now, how did tithes become money? Go down if you was too far to travel. Read the next verse. Actually, listen up.
And if the way be too long for thee.
So when you brought your tithes were supposed to be brought to the Levites. They were for the widows, they were for the fatherless. Right? For those who could not have those who provided for them. So now, if your tithes, when you're traveling, because if it's too far to travel with how much you're carrying, right? Then what do you do with all that coin, that oil, that wine, that herd, those cows, right? Those sheep. Read.
And if the way be too long for thee, so that thou art not able to carry it.
So if the distance is too far to travel for you to carry it, if you can't carry all those things, the distance you need to travel, read.
Or if the place be too far from thee,
It's too far from you. What are you supposed to do with all this seed, all this food, all these animals?
which the Lord thy God shall choose to set his name there, when the Lord thy God hath blessed thee,
Then what are you supposed to do with all this?
shalt thou turn it into money.
You only turn it into money when the distance you're traveling is too far for you to carry it. That's the only time you're supposed to turn it into money. And it's more than that, right? Keep reading.
And bind up the money in thine hand, and shall go unto the place which the Lord thy God shall choose.
Now let's see. You just leave it as money and then distribute money to the people? Let's see what we're supposed to do.
And thou shalt bestow that money for whatsoever thy soul lusteth after.
When it says bestow, it means purchase. With the money you have, you'll purchase whatever your soul lusteth after, whatever you want. It's going to give some examples. Read.
For oxen,
Or what?
for oxen, or for sheep, or for wine, or for strong drink, or for whatsoever thy soul desireth.
So when you have tithes, the only time you're supposed to turn it into money is when the distance you're traveling is too far. Then once you get there, the money that you got from that tithe, you buy what you want. You buy the oxen, you buy the sheep, you buy the wine, you buy the coin. It was never to stay as money. It was always supposed to be crops or food.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.